Well, ho, ho, ho. Welcome to the special Christmas edition of From Behind the Barcast, the podcast for bartending, merriment, drinking, and celebrating family and friends. I'm Paxton Eugene. We have Clint Mary Moses and Sunset Kelly on the ones and twos.
Rudolph the Kelly-Nosed Reindeer.
Hey. Thank you for listening on this Christmas day. We hope you're having a good one.
It's very merry here.
It is very merry here, if you can't tell. I have almost one of the kind Tito's sweater here. If you're on Spotify or YouTube, check it out. Because I got this because I showed up one day during the day at work when all the normally good swag gets there. And this thing was just a lay-in there. And I grabbed it, brought it. No one said shit about it. And it's still mine 5 to 10 years later. Whenever.
Well, it'd be weird if somebody took it from you.
I'm stunned. I would love to have that.
I know, isn't it great?
Yeah, and so I'm rocking everyone's favorite Darth Vader Teddy Christmas sweater. There's a great famous picture of me from the Christmas party, infamous, if you will, wearing this sweater in the sauna in the Orlando Sweet Escape, playing the
with a saxophone,
with an inflatable saxophone
or a paxophone. If you were there,
we were making dumb saxophone puns. We were saxing it up for the whole merry time.
All right, that's been, what, 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah.
And every time I see certain people that were at that Christmas party, they go, Paxton, you still playing for keeps?
That was, I think, my favorite Christmas party.
I think it was my favorite, too.
There's a lot of, like, instances that happened and things that were just fun and just, it was such a weird place to be. Hunter Mullen eating an apple. There's just so many tales of that. It was Jack's first Christmas party. The tub, or the pool, was an ice cream cone, and the cherry was the hot tub.
Yeah. Every room was themed with, like, you know.
Me and Vinny had the Hershey's room. We had with the sauna in it. I used that sauna. That thing was great.
So me, Kelly, and Cope had the ball pit room, which we thought was the best idea. We were like, ball pit room, worst idea.
Yeah, you don't want to be messed up.
Every time someone walked in.
And if you drop something.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Might have dropped a few things.
You lose your lighter. And you're like, no.
What was it, your beard oil we were looking for?
Oh, yeah.
You dropped oil in a ball pit? Those poor kids.
But Christmas parties, like, especially for certain companies, not ours, but so if you're in the service industry, your Christmas party is just like any other party probably, because you're always drinking and partying anyway.
If you dress up nice, you go to another bar.
But if you work at like an office or like a serious job,
if you have to have your Christmas party in your office,
people start letting loose. I bet more people get fired per year for shit they do at the Christmas party.
I got a friend, we'll call him Barry, who got fired at a Christmas party working at Vic's. He's been there for like 12 years, and he punched a guy in the face who did not work there, who happened to be there, in front of the owner and the owner's son. So can't do that.
Not
going to work here anymore.
I don't even know any Christmas party, no matter what.
Well, there's every night, like every 3 or 4 years, there'd be like, well, I worked at Garibaldi, so it was Garibaldi's Pink House Bistro. So it was and Pink House is like the second biggest restaurant in Savannah. So it was a massive Christmas party every time, and we did it at Bay Street Blues one year, which was terrible. It was like a smaller bar, and we were in there like crunched up. But we did it at Social a lot. One year, I don't work at Garibaldi's anymore. I've been gone for about 6 months to a year, but I get I'm +1 in. And shout out to my boy Artie, the one-man party. Artie's doing the PA. Artie does PA for a lot of bars and stuff, does karaoke nights and stuff. That's what he does. His
He runs sound.
He runs sound. And so he's doing the raffle for wine. And I go, hey, Richard, I've got an idea. Let's win first, second, and third place. He goes, well, I was like, wait, that'll look suspect. Let's get first and second, but not third. He goes,
yeah, that'll be way less.
He goes, okay. So we just tell, here's our ticket number. So Artie, third place comes up.
You're a scoundrel.
Second place. I was like, I'm going to first place. So Richard gets second place, which is like 3 nice bottles of wine. And then the woman who already goes, here's the number. She reads it out. And I'm like, oh, it's me. She's like the controller for the company. She's known me for like 4 years, but she's like, Clint, hey, oh, hey. Like she hadn't seen me yet. So she's drunk and excited to see me. And then hands me this Jeroboam Petite Syrah, which is probably like a $500 bottle of wine. And she's like, here you go. She's like, wait, you don't need to work here anymore. I'm like, yeah, all right. And I am out. I am out of the bar.
You absconded with the giant bottle of wine?
Took that bottle of wine, put it in the trunk of my car, came back in, kept drinking.
Yeah, you don't want to be walking around. That's
Artie
like
was also in charge of drink tickets. So again, we won that one as well. But I definitely got it. Like she was kind of like, what? Oh, and it's
You
gone.
and Martha Stewart, all that insider trading, man. That's scoundrelly.
So speaking of sweaters,
Okay.
when did you come around to the Christmas sweater?
So
Because you're not one to kind of, to.
So when I work on Christmas or anywhere near Christmas or certain holidays, I have a get up. I have a fit that I wear, and it's a black polo sweater with a collared shirt underneath with a fat tie.
I thought you should say bolo.
Yeah, not yet, man.
No bolo.
Yeah, with a fat knot tie, and that's my Christmas attire. But then once I got this bad boy here, this Tito's sweater, then this has become. But I was never, hey, we're having wacky Christmas sweater party thing.
And those didn't come around till what, like the early 2000s?
Yeah.
And so I was young and was like, I'm going to adhere to this nonsense. So I was anti-sweater my whole life. I hated sweaters. I'm a hoodie guy.
Right. Yeah.
And so I probably wore a sweater, legit 5 times. When I had control of my clothing after about age 6,
Yeah.
probably 5 times until I was 20, 25. But then I got a good tacky sweater, like I think it's another Star Wars one or something. And I was like, you know what? I'll get it in this game.
Here's the thing. If I feel this fabric on my body, I automatically assume it's a hoodie, and I start trying to stick my hands in.
Yeah, I need
And
pockets.
there's nothing worse than not having hand pockets, because I can't stand around at parade rest or.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I literally don't know what to do with my hands. I
I don't know what to do with my hands or my feet. Don't worry.
I'll be at work, and they gave us a Huckapoo sweater, but it wasn't a hoodie with pockets, but it was a nice sweater. And I popped it on, and
Oh, yes, I love that sweatshirt.
I love it, but there's no pockets.
No pockets and no hood.
Yeah, no hood.
But
God.
the onesies are nice.
The onesies are nice. Those have pockets.
Those have pockets, yeah, of course. Your pockets are nice.
They don't have the butt flaps, but they have pockets.
So, Santa Claus, Kris Kringle,
That guy.
Noel,
Yeah.
that fat guy in the chimney. We didn't read the F count at the end of the last episode.
1 to 2.
Oh, we'll
Well,
get in there.
last week,
We'll go get in there. So, when did you find out? How did you find out that old Kris Kringle was a old wives' tale?
I was walking through Walmart with my father, and we were walking around. He goes, "You see anything you like that Santa Claus might get for you?" And I was, just kind of pointing out toys and stuff. But I remember this one very specific toy that I pointed out. The corner of the box was compromised a little bit.
Ooh.
So then, when it was under the tree on that Christmas day, unwrapped, I was like, "Oh, Dad bought that."
How old were you?
7 or 8, probably. I think that's about.
That's usually when I think it is.
If you don't figure it out with your brain, like, okay, this is a fairy tale.
Yeah,
you might-
the thing is, and now you get the internet at that age, so you got.
Yeah.
A lot of falsehoods,
But the internet can help too.
But let me ask: so was Santa the first domino to fall for the Tooth Fairy, Easter Bunny? Easter Bunny, ridiculous. Come on, get it together.
Yeah. Easter Bunny was always ridiculous to me.
Also terrifying giant bunny. Come on, man. Here's your giant ass.
Yeah, it was Santa Claus first.
Then
And-
Jesus.
Huh? And then Jesus. It was Santa Claus first, and it was all because of that compromised G.I. Joe box.
Well, hey Carl. So I was 7 or 8.
Yeah.
We had your Christmas and we'll get to this in a minute, like where you do Christmas. We did it at my mom's house, my mom's parents' house in Vidalia, as they say. And so it's my grandparents' house was an older house. It's like from like the 50s. So any step you take anywhere in this home creaks and crumbles and stuff. And so I had to sleep in the room with my grandfather, who smoked 2 packs a day, was deaf, went through war and Nazi war camp. Like, he'd been through hell in his life. He snored per body mass, larger than any human being or animal on the planet. And so I'm in there just like, and I can't sleep. So I can hear what's going on in the house. And I hear like a tumble one year, and I'm going to creep out there. So I know you can creep along the edges of the hallway, and it doesn't creak as much as you do if you stand in the middle.
You got the floor joists over
Yeah,
there.
so I creep out there, and I crack open the door, and my dad is
Butt naked?
butt naked with a Santa hat on his dick.
We didn't make it long enough.
Yeah, didn't we?
It's Christmas. We're forgiven.
It's Christmas. Yeah, all is forgiven. Oh, holy something. He's trying to put the stickers on a Transformer.
Oh, like the decals.
The decals.
Yeah.
Not a good drunk move. It's not easy to do when you're sober, let alone when you've had a few scotches.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you forget Santa drinks scotch,
and my
probably.
godparents who lived down the street always had a big Christmas Eve party. So Carl was well in his cups, as they say.
Yeah.
And so I see this, and I'm like, oh, back to bed. I know it's now. Now I can't sleep, though. So I sleep like an hour. I get up, and I'm like, you know. My dad would do cool shit, though. So he worked in a hospital, so he got x-ray paper, and he cut out a shoe imprint, spray snow, and would spray paint Santa's footprints
Wow, how thoughtful.
all around the house, sometimes over the couch.
Oh, how thoughtful.
Kind of dope.
That's pretty dope.
Kind of dope. Kind of dope. So I decided, well, if I know, Charlotte just needs to
I'm
know.
ruining my sister's life.
So
You guys are a year apart?
3 years apart.
Okay, she's younger.
Yep. Thanks. Hey, got her. And so I would hunt down presents every year. I want to find the presents in the house. So we had this bonus room that was getting renovated above our house, like on the top floor, and there was a closet that was locked. And I'm like, well, obviously they're in there.
Yep.
But my dad put one of those locks in there. You had to have like a flathead screwdriver, and you couldn't do it with a push pin. Well, I took the doorknob off to get into this closet, find the presents, get my sister, drag her up there, and go, Santa Claus is fake. She's like 5 or 6.
Also, you didn't get the Barbie you wanted. Got him.
So what became a good idea, though, was exchanging gifts with someone down the streets, the kid of the same age.
Yep.
They keep his presents. They get my presents. So you see all the presents, and they're rich. I'm not. I'm gonna get all this cool shit. That people did that was a good move.
Kelly?
So did you ruin Santa for anybody?
No, I didn't have anybody to ruin Santa for.
Classmates?
I was 26.
He is late on everything, I swear. You heard about his
I
Bud
was
Light
child at heart. No, my older sister.
Yeah.
We went up in the attic, and I was like, I was still naive enough to go, Mom and Dad or Santa Claus.
Well, yeah.
And I got the smack on the side of the head, like, no, dummy.
Santa's not hiding his shit here.
Yeah, I was probably 9 or 10.
So even after the mystery was gone, my stepdad would put a lock on the attic door, but a lock that I couldn't compromise, even if I wanted to. But what we would have a celebration at our house the evening before, where all the family came over, and we always had it at my mom's house, or my mom and stepdad's house here on Tybee. Just because my mom liked to be the host, that was a thing for her. So we would give away gifts from family member to family member, wrapped on the night that we ate Christmas dinner and stuff. And we ate late. Like, our Christmas dinner was late the night before, Christmas Eve. Yeah. But Christmas Day, we just ate the leftovers all day. We weren't cooking anything. No one was cooking on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
Everything happened on Christmas Eve, in the evening. So when I would wake up on Christmas Day, everything was unwrapped under the tree as if Santa came in. And because why would Santa wrap gifts?
So that was a question I was going to ask. Were your gifts always wrapped, or they?
Yeah.
See,
Mine were.
So
Wrapped from Santa?
Yes.
Okay.
So when we were kids, it'd be like by the fireplace. There's a lot of stuff just spread out around the room, whatever.
Yeah.
But once we knew, it would be wrapped from Santa. And my mom, till the day she died, you pretend this is Santa.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You pretend this is Santa.
Yeah.
And when Marianne said that, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
And you'd ham it up too, like, oh, Mom, you got me a book. Santa coming in with the big shit.
Even after I was like 12, I still had I don't know. I let the fantasy play in my head. Like, go to sleep, man. Yeah. Let the magic happen, because you kind of felt like, think about how bad your parents would feel if they were just like, well, this kid knows.
My dad got pretty good at hiding stuff, but it would be like, when I was shorter, it was easy because he could just put stuff up high.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But then they were like, you know what? He's going to find it, so let's just wrap it and put it under the tree. So what I did, once they just started wrapping the presents, is I would gently unwrap the present and peek. I got away with that for about a year or two, and then old sneaky ass Carl Kringle figured it out.
Yep.
And started putting things in boxes that they weren't.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm getting a shop vac?
Oh, buddy, I've got. I once they figured out, so I could always tell a shoebox.
Yeah.
And my mother was pedantic about wrapping presents. Like, they were perfect.
Oh yeah.
But there was always that one.
And they made you untie the bow carefully so you could use it again. Hey, be careful with that bow. It's a nice one.
There was that one slit. It was always on the bottom of the shoebox with that one slit of tape, and I could always pop that just to see if they were Nike Air Maxes or whatever, and then just reclose that and retape it.
Yeah.
But then I got caught on that as well.
I found out what you do is the bottom,
the bottom.
so
Yeah.
that you can lay it back down. But one year, I overdid it. That's what I think I got caught because I couldn't get it back together the right way, and like I was outed.
All right, let's make a bet here. Did Kelly ever pre-open any of his presents before
nope.
Christmas?
Nope.
You say no, I say no, and the answer is
Yes.
whoa. We were wrong.
I'm a child at heart, always. But
Well, you were 26, so you probably had steady hands enough. To,
I don't know. I think the hand steadiness has gone down. I don't know.
so your family is in some of your family's in Vidalia.
Yeah,
I have a horrible story about Vidalia.
you told it last week.
What? The aircraft carrier?
Yeah,
No, we talked about that on the phone.
go ahead.
All right.
yeah, fired up.
Okay, yeah. That's
Yeah,
right.
we talked about it on the phone. God, Clint, you drink too much.
Look here, Chris Kringle calling the kettle fat.
So I had some family, I was probably like 10 or 11 years old, and my dad's side of the family, the Dismukes, they lived in Vidalia.
Which sounds like an insult.
And so we went to Christmas out there, and my dad got me the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier.
Wow.
And I mean, bruh,
Do you
he told
remember
me
that?
this on the phone.
Yeah.
And I was like, shut the hell up.
Do you remember that chunk of toy right there,
Yeah,
buddy?
that was a big damn deal.
Bruh.
Still is, actually.
Yeah. So
It's the most massive kids' toy you have ever seen in your entire life. Like, I mean, sure, now there's giant kids' toys that are bigger than that.
What was it called? Flag? Was that the name?
Oh, I don't know.
No.
Yeah. But it came with an F-16 with kick-out
It is
wings.
the USS Flag,
Oh, damn, Kelly.
Kelly.
Woo.
And it is, I mean, compared to these children right here, look at this thing.
It's like the holy grail of like toys from.
No, that's what I'm saying.
era.
That was 2 years after my parents' divorce. So Dad was...
Oh, man.
he was full sin.
He was flagging.
He was full sin.
No cap.
So I get it in Vidalia, and I play with it for a little bit. We don't have the size of a car enough with all the people in it to get it back to Savannah. So I take the F-16 with me, and I take the guy that sits in the F-16 that you can eject with the parachute. By the time I get back to Vidalia, my aircraft carrier is sunk. It is ruined. It has been bombed out.
The Russians.
The Russians got it.
Russians
Never
got
got
it.
to play with it again. I had one day of playing with this aircraft carrier. It had so many little compartments on it.
My neighbors had one. It's like the center of their bonus room was like.
It's like
that
literally
big.
getting a pony if you're a little girl who wanted that for Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, it is the zenith.
So
gifts.
in this picture that I pulled up here, this kid that looks like he probably killed 10 people later on in life, is holding an SR-71 Blackbird by Lockheed Martin.
I had that
my
F-16.
my favorite plane of all time.
I had that F-16 Tomcat.
I took that plane when I was in the 5 or 6 years old to show and tell at Mayhauer in kindergarten, and I don't know what my teacher said, but apparently I decided to hit her with it.
Oh, fun.
You got in trouble for that one.
Did you?
Can't hit a teacher with an airplane.
You can't.
Paper or
Not a
plastic.
stealth fighter in
Paper.
that moment.
Paper or plastic
They
airplane.
don't take too kindly to that.
So we've had some Christmases together. We spent quite a few Christmases
Yeah,
together at
yeah.
my mom's house, and we've had some good memories. No bad memories, really. No, everything's
Yeah,
always
no
been
bad
good.
ones, yeah.
We always had a good time. Over 8.
Except didn't Copper get bit by a snake one of those years?
No, my dog is the one that got bit by a snake, and
Okay.
it wasn't then. It was some other time. Thanks for bringing up some sad memories. Yeah.
You said there weren't any. I was just trying to
Guess who's getting coal in their stocking? This Grinch. But one year, my cousin Mary Helen brought us a shot ski. Now, at the time, this was new for most people.
This was not a ubiquitous thing at the
Yes.
time.
So it's a ski. It holds 4 shot glasses, like plastic shot cups, and you have to teamwork it
Yeah.
together to do it.
Everyone.
So they give it to us, and they're like, "Can you guys figure this out?" And Paxton and I are like, "So me, you, Poe, and Richard
Yeah.
sit down first try, boom."
Boom. Yeah. Easy peasy.
And then everybody else seems to have a little trouble with it. The professional shot takers did good, and we're guys. We were playing on sports teams together. You know, we know how to 1, 2, 3, go.
Rhythmically.
And we found the best method was to sit and do it. Because
Right,
you're all
right.
the same height.
Yeah.
But if you try to stand up, then people got to squat and stand or whatever. And we did quite a few rounds in the shot ski.
But the thing was, I was making a lot of those shots, so I made sure it was like very juice based. You know, not like we weren't doing Jameson out of the thing.
No, but Mom goes, "We can't keep this here." So that night we go to Huckapoo's, and much to Paxton's chagrin, we go put it in the corner of the main bar,
And there it lived.
and there it lived. And every now and then, when Paxton was being a prick,
So a lot.
should I say? So twice a day, I was like, "Y'all want to do a shot ski?" And like the thing is, it got to a point where Vinny would be like, "Why are you punishing me?" What he did, and we'd bring the shot ski out.
There was a time where I enjoyed doing the shots.
But here's the
with you
thing:
guys.
you're selling 4 shots right then.
Right, yeah.
You should be like, "Oh, okay, I just sold $20 worth of drinks."
Think about it. You got a bar full of people, and if it's hard enough to get 4 people to do something at the same time,
And then now you've gotten some drunk idiot across the bar that goes, "I want to do that." And you're like, and I'm like, "You got to come over here and do it with us, so I can monitor you, and you don't break this thing over your head."
so it lived freely and uncaged for a long time. But guess what? Now it is drilled to the wall, and you are not getting that sumbitch off. That thing is
Paxton put a new screw in every day for
yeah,
6
makes
weeks.
It's like painting the Eiffel Tower every 2 years.
I'm not sure it's the year. It was the shot ski year. I think it was 2016. The year that Liv and Christmas infamy, the day that George Michael died. It was, as Kelly said, his last Christmas.
Gave his heart.
And so we drink.
What?
We're married.
You said it.
You said it.
Around 4 or 5, everybody kind of goes their own separate ways. It's nap time. My mom goes and takes a nap. I sit on the couch. I'm gonna kind of couch nap, and then I get the bad news: George has passed. Jorge. And I, drunk, been drinking all day.
Shut up.
Turn on George Michael, and I'm in the living room, and I am, "I never gonna dance again," and I'm doing this for louder and longer than I should. My mom kind of gets from her nap. She's used to it, and she comes out, and I'll never forget. She's at the island, clicking, reading the paper, and I'm in there like, I mean, I'm bawling, I'm drunk, I'm crying, just singing George Michael. And I get up to come to the kitchen to get some water. She goes, "Didn't know you were such a big George Michael fan."
No shit.
I was about to say the look of disappointment on her face was probably like,
This is not the funny pages.
I'm just gonna read my paper. So
And then I
it's-
get a text.
Okay.
Run the Jewels 3 has dropped. Christmas is back on, baby.
Everything's better.
Everything's better.
So is Last Christmas?
That's probably my favorite Christmas song. That and Christmas Time in Hollis, Queens.
okay. Yeah.
Little Drummer Boy.
No, Little Drummer Boy is not my favorite Christmas song.
The Bing Crosby. Damn. David Bowie. Jesus, Bowie.
Bowie.
That Drummer Boy is pretty special.
I mean, the one with him and
David Bowie.
yeah, no, it's
Bing
Bowie
Crosby.
and who else?
Yeah.
Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby. Yeah, that's a
I
pretty
think,
good
and,
one.
Bowie and Bing?
and that's super old. I mean, it's probably early
Yeah.
'80s. But as far as like a modern recreation,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's probably my favorite.
I'm a Nat King Cole guy when it comes to Christmas, but 100% overall, the entire Peanuts Christmas album.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
everything that I want. Or the Chipmunks. Let's go, Alvin.
I can't with that one.
I mean, once. Listen to it once.
once. Yeah.
Once.
All right. Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Oh, I hate it. We talked about this a couple weeks ago.
Someone
Someone mentioned that to me. the
Jingle
other day.
bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. Batmobile lost a wheel and Joker got away. Hey, come on. There was a point in time in your life where that was the
Of
jam.
course. And then you added lyrics. You know, the song
Yeah.
just got longer and longer and longer. There's a movie coming out, and they did a sad version of Jingle Bells in a minor key on piano, and I really liked it. It's kind of weird.
No.
It was just it was the Jingle Bells, but it had a minor chord progression underneath it instead of the major la 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 la.
Somebody did All I Really Want for Christmas with Little John singing it in the same tone. That's the thing. I think it's with the Kool-Aid Man too.
And all I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. All the kitschy ones. Like, I'm sure they were good the year that they
It does
came
sound like
out.
I made up Little John and Kool-Aid Man Christmas song, but that's
but
the
no,
thing.
you didn't. There
I
it
did not.
is, sitting
Everybody thinks
right
of
there.
Kool-Aid Man Christmas.
I have one Christmas tradition now that it's like not a family thing anymore. But TBS,
Not answering your phone all day.
also that TBS, 24 hours of A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Look, I'm okay with that. I don't love it. It's my favorite Christmas movie, but it's up there.
It's up there, and I get to titrate it throughout the day.
So you can come and go.
You don't watch the movie all at once.
I get sucked in every time.
Yeah.
It could be midway, 3/4
Doesn't
through.
matter.
Doesn't matter.
front to back. But then over throughout the 24 hours, you're gonna absorb the entire movie. And the fear, the way they shot him getting pushed down the slide.
Yeah.
You know, when you kids cry on Santa's lap, during Christmas, I get it. Because of that, they made his cheeks so rosy, and the fisheye lens of it, and oh my
The tongue
God.
stuck to the thing.
One of my favorite gifts I've ever got from my older sister was the leg
The
lamp.
leg lamp.
Yeah, it's like 1.5 feet tall,
Okay, so yeah.
and it's in my apartment right now. I still use it every
Year
day.
one, Kelly got it. Year one.
Electric sex.
So Home Alone.
Home Alone, yes, good God,
Yeah.
Home Alone.
The wet
All right.
band, the moist bandits.
The Moist Bandits, which was last week's topic.
That
I think it
Last
was a
week's
wet.
topic.
I think it was wet.
The Muppet Christmas Carol, underrated.
Ooh,
The Muppet Christmas Carol,
Oh yeah.
that'll
underrated.
touch the heart.
I love Muppet movies.
Oh, any Muppet movie.
It's Piggy in the bars. I love Miss Piggy. Big Gonzo fan too. Santa Claus. Tim Allen.
Never seen it.
His beard kept growing back.
Never seen it.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Only seen it once. Didn't revisit.
What's
What?
wrong with you?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life. I've just come back around to.
All right.
I just can't get that Jimmy Stewart voice out of
We're
my
forgetting
head.
a good one though.
One of those
National Lampoon's
Oh, of
Christmas
course.
Vacation.
Of course. Beverly D'Angelo.
The
let's
Grinch.
go.
Grinch classic.
Any of the stop motion ones?
I'll do a Jim Carrey Grinch. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Well,
Jim
yeah,
Carrey's pretty great.
I've still never seen that, but any of the stop motion, like reindeer,
Oh, the creepy, the abominable snowman one. It's
Yeah,
creepy
yeah,
as
yeah.
shit. I
All
love
of those. I love those.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, of course.
It's
Yeah.
all-
Yeah.
Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty the Snowman, of course.
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes. Love The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
And then,
But
okay.
you said the Peanut song. Charlie Brown Christmas,
Oh, come
bro.
on, bro.
Charlie Brown Christmas.
Any
bro.
holiday, the Great Pumpkin Caper,
The Great Pumpkin Caper.
any Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
The
And
Drunk Leprechaun on St. Patrick's Day.
and it's always Vincent Guaraldi that does the music. And I think it was Wynton Marsalis that said it. He goes, he was the person that showed white people jazz in the U.S.
He's not wrong.
because Vincent Guaraldi is a jazz pianist and he snuck jazz in on you. Think about Linus and Lucy, that song.
yeah.
That's jazz, baby. All those things are jazz, and white people didn't know it, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, we like jazz."
Elf.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't on the Elf train. I was on the Polar Express, if you will. I've only seen Polar Express once. It just didn't get
I've
me.
only seen,
But I think it was last Christmas. Of course, you've only seen clips. Christmas before last, I was at my dad's house. The kids are there, and they're like, I'm like, football or basketball. I want to watch sports. And they're like, Elf. I'm like, ugh. And then can we watch it again? I was like, because I got in halfway and was like, God, Will Ferrell's entertaining as shit,
and Zoe Deschanel is
Not hard. No,
very attractive.
She doesn't die hard.
And that's the thing. There's a lot of movies set around Christmas, and they're like, "Oh, this is a Christmas movie." It's like, yeah, there's a lot of movies set around Christmas. Die Hard, yeah, sure. It's
Christmas
set
movie.
at Christmas, fine. But the division of people that give a shit about what is a Christmas movie
Dude,
and what isn't.
That one is like probably the most divisive one, I think. Right?
I mean,
Wouldn't you say?
But look, the sweater says, I have a machine gun, ho, ho, ho. That's all you need.
Yeah.
We're good. It's a Christmas movie. That's fine.
Yeah. Home
fine.
Alone 2, I guess, is a Christmas movie.
I never really thought about it, honestly,
Right,
until
yeah.
it became a thing.
All right, A Christmas Carol.
It was just the
Scrooge?
best. It was one of the best action movies I had ever seen with Bruce Willis because he was coming off.
And that's when the action stars weren't like shredded.
Yeah.
Like, he went to the gym twice a week.
He was the everyman
Yeah.
in a situation. I mean, yeah.
They could let him keep his shoes, though. Come on.
The thing was,
Nakatomi Plaza.
the wife, shouldn't she have been more attractive? I'm not begrudging whoever that actress
Bonnie
was.
Bedelia.
Of course.
Kidding me?
IMDb Kelly over there.
I mean,
I'm with him. She could, look, because his real life wife was Demi Moore then, right?
or was it gonna, or was about to be.
About to be, yeah.
Yeah, G.I. Jane. I mean, come on.
It's just a trope everywhere, like Kevin James and Leah Remini, like dopey guys even get hot girls on TV,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got Bruce Willis, who's willing to stomp around barefoot and bloody, against Germans, smoking German cigarettes, shooting machine guns, and then he's got this.
With the help of Carl Winslow.
Yeah, exactly. and he's got this frumpy, curly-haired wife that's like, I kicked him out of the house.
So every list I keep seeing has Love Actually on there.
I haven't actually seen.
I haven't actually seen that either. I don't. Kelly had grown like Kelly had a bad relationship where he had to see that movie.
No,
apparently.
I've never watched it. But.
Are we forgetting any of the classics though? We got them all on
I
there.
don't really care.
Thanks, Paxton, for participating in the exact freaking thing we're trying to do here. What a great guy! What a great guy! Oh yes,
But we're missing
yes,
one.
we
The Star
are.
Wars holiday
Bad
special.
fucking Santa.
Oh, Bad Santa's
Bad
amazing.
Santa.
Way better than I thought it was going to be.
I thought it was gonna be so kitschy and not cool.
And it still works.
And it's fine.
Yeah.
It still works.
And it tugs on a lot of heartstrings. It really does.
But if
I'm impressed.
you mentioned Christmas Carol earlier, the Muppets. I love Dickens, whatever. But the Muppets one is
Muppets. Well, I think that's going to be like one of my goats. I think. I mean, that's got to be. I think that's. I'm going to go with.
with Muppets Christmas
I think
Carol.
I'm going Muppets or Elf. Really.
Oh wow, okay.
And I'm late to this Elf game or Home Alone. Home
All
Alone's
right,
up there.
Mine's a split decision. It's Home Alone or A Christmas Story.
I forgot about a hidden banger. we got a late arrival here. Ernest Saves Christmas. I was the biggest Ernest P. Worrell fan in the world as a kid. Ernest goes to jail. Ernest goes to camp. Ernest just goes to your heart is what he does.
He was the first Jim Carrey because he could make his face.
Yeah.
That's
he had
fair.
a plastic face
Not
and
wrong.
not the surgery kind.
He made a gun out of soap and Ernest goes to jail.
Dude, I was about to mention that. A bar of soap turned into an M16. I mean, come on, man.
Just like that kind of slapstick comedy when
Yeah.
you're 8 is the best.
And the one where he was fighting the trolls or whatever, and instead of milk, he said, "It's Miak that gets him." He couldn't read milk.
Ernest, you saved this podcast. Nightmare Before Christmas is up there too. There's Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't think I've ever seen that.
That was fun.
I don't think I've seen it.
It was like him and Sinbad, I think, were in it, fighting for the same toy.
Oh, that might be. That
Nobody's on Arnold.
No, that might be.
Suburban Commando? Kindergarten Cop.
No,
No, Mandela Effect, because I don't think Sinbad was in any movies.
he was.
What was the cat? Well, he was in the boat movie.
What?
It's a movie where he's like a boat
Moby
captain.
Dick?
No, it's like Captain Sinbad.
This Christmas is off the rails here, but
What did you think it was going to go?
so since it's Christmas today, what are your plans, Kelly?
Well, it's tricky because it's on a Monday,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to divide my time between here and Augusta, so I'm not quite sure yet, to be honest.
Sinbad is in fact in Jingle All the Way.
Thank
Okay,
you.
there you
So you got him there.
go. Do you celebrate Christmas at the same place every year, pretty much?
Yeah,
Go
Mom
up
and
to
Joe's.
Augusta?
Mom
Yeah.
and Joe's.
And you're the are you if we're talking about Sinbad and boats, are you the anchor?
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know you've mentioned before, like some family members will be like, if Kelly's there, I'll be there.
Yeah, a little levity helps
Yep, sure.
during the holidays.
Yeah, luckily because there's a lot of families where it's kind of a burden to be the independent party that doesn't involve themselves in the drama of like the two sides.
So you're the anchor. You're the safety net.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel any pressure. I always enjoy being there around family and all that. But
You're the
yeah,
Ernest who saved Christmas.
keeps it level.
Keeps the level, yeah. And turkey or no turkey?
We've already.
I think we're gonna go with a turkey again, just because there wasn't much of a payoff on the Thanksgiving turkey.
Oh, you got bad turkeyed.
No, the turkey was delicious. It just
It didn't hit the standard that his
It did-
stepdad
It wasn't
would
up to
like.
turkey's birds.
yeah, Joe who
Kelly's
deserves
birds.
the full-on bird,
So they cut it up into pieces and cooked it.
which is delicious.
It was. I mean, it's a good way to do it.
I've spatchcocked turkey.
Is that what it's called?
Well, that's when you push it. You cut it down the middle and split it like that, so you
No,
can.
it wasn't butterfly. This was like split into like 8
He
segments.
cut this up like a bird, like a chicken. Yeah.
Two breasts.
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, if you're an amateur cook, you can get a better result.
It's going to stay moist because you're not going to cook it as long.
Right,
but
exactly.
It was delicious. It just didn't have that
Set it on the table.
je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, let the patriarch.
You didn't put it back
of the-
together. You try to like with some sticks.
Oh, it's so easy to cut. Look at that.
good! What a slice there. God, you can put the butter knife.
No, shout out to
Karate
my
chop.
nephew Dalton. He prepared a very wonderful bird, but Joe, my stepdad, who I just love to the end of the world, just wants a traditional.
Whole ass turkey.
Yeah.
Whole ass turkey that you carve because
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
it's like you earn the carve.
Yeah.
You earnest the carve.
Yeah. You earn the carve. You don't, first year there, you ain't carving nothing.
No. Dude, that is a bold move to come into a house for Christmas the first year, and you're like, I got this.
I got this.
With your own tools. Yeah. I'm known to bring my own knife to a party.
Of course, yeah.
You know, when I cook the meat, I'm going to cut it with the knife I want to cut it with sometimes. And people are like, you brought your own knife. I'm like, not that I don't insult you, but I have really good knives. And I have carving knives. So I'm doing.
And I don't know if you have a serrated knife or not, so I mean, you need to bring one.
Yeah, so we're doing Christmas Eve dinner, which is nice.
You
So I
did
can-
last night.
Yeah. And, or tonight. We're recording the day before.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Wink, wink. Don't come down my chimney, okay? We're going to do a smoked salmon, rib roast, and a turkey breast, I believe.
So you're not doing
And a ham.
You're not doing the teriyaki beef anymore? That was your thing for a long
That was
time?
our thing. That's what we do when we get together with my dad's family, though. So we'll
Yeah.
do that in January, February, whenever I do our family Christmas. We'll do that then.
Oh, gotcha.
So because my dad never, my mom kept that alive by doing that, but my dad never does that because my dad would. Yeah. So we're going to do those four things, but then we'll have leftovers to eat on Christmas Day while I'm doing ducks and. You're both invited. You'll be gone, but you're invited. I'm sure you'll leave the island to come to my dad's house for Christmas Eve.
I'm sure.
Tonight.
I'd be
yeah,
lying
we're
if one of
leaving
my
right
favorite
after
Christmas day dinners was at Wang Number 2.
Wangs too.
Wangs too.
Shout out to Peter. That's his dad that owns that.
I love all the pomp and circumstance of a traditional dinner, but just going
to
to a
Wangs.
China.
I mean, that's a Christmas story right there.
Yes.
Fa ra 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 ra.
I mean, Kelly, Yom Kippur over here. Yom Kippur Kelly? Hanukkah Kelly? I don't know.
I mean, he's got so many aliases at this point.
At this point, yeah. He could be-
So my roommate famously is a brown man.
Famously.
And so Clint would marinate these slices of beef.
We get the butcher, the IGA to slice up real thin sliced.
It's like top round or something.
Yeah, top round, and marinate it overnight in Dale's and teriyaki sauce and some secret stuff I won't tell you about.
And he would cook it on the grill. But
And it's a 2 minutes tops. It made a minute and a half each side. Depending on how
2
hot the
minutes
grill.
for most people at the party.
And the thing is, this is not. They're thin sliced.
They're very
so
thin
this is a 2-hour ordeal almost, or an hour and a half. And the thing is, every other Christmas is shorts, t-shirt, flip flops weather here, and so I'm out there just dying. And of course, that time of year, the sun's just right there on the back of the porch cooking me. But Travis,
my famously brown roommate,
Franklin.
my man was like, leave that meat on there.
so when I put the first load on, when I took the fourth load off, I took Travis's off also. That stayed with the first load though. He
So-
wanted it, and I was like, "It's well done." He goes, I mean, it could be more.
He wanted jerky. I mean, he's living the
He wanted to
stereotype.
lightsaber fight you with the beef.
He goes,
Chicken too.
now this is it's the quote of the week. You know I'm black. Cook the shit out of that meat.
No cap.
No cap.
No cap.
No cap.
Capless,
That's
if you will.
my roommate. He didn't bullshit about it. He was like, you know I'm black. Cook that meat longer.
I mean, and it would be. And one time I was like, I'm gonna try a piece of this, and my knife broke, so I couldn't eat it. But that thing's
Like, I'd get you a bag of jerky.
that teriyaki made the best leftovers.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Hawaiian rolls.
Hawaiian rolls, boy.
Mayonnaise, if you know, you know. So now I want it this year. Thanks. See, I'm gonna be doing ducks Christmas Day, and I need to burn the smoker the night before. So I was like, look, I'll smoke all this stuff. We'll just have leftovers for the next day and some change because I'm gonna have to work all that week. I'm busy that week, and so it'll be and in the service industry, we haven't hit any of that in this episode. But the week between Christmas and New Year's is the best week of the year for us. Just everybody's in a good mood. People are tipping nice. Everybody's generous.
People are out of town, like in town from out of
Yeah,
town.
and then the third week of January, they're like, "F you, hope you die."
Yeah. But you know what? We hope that you have a Merry Christmas.
So we've had to carry over the F count from last week to this week because we didn't get to it. Kelly,
It's
Did
a
you
Christmas-
lose the damn thing?
No, Santa Claus came and got it and said, "Here's your gift."
Paxton had 2. I had 1 on this segment,
I always win.
and on the last one, I don't remember.
I think it was 2-2 on the last one.
There was none in the second half.
I don't
No,
know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Fuck that. Yeah. Well.
No, I did because Karen gave me the finger.
Well, I looked over and
My last week memory is on fire right now. Ernest saved my memory.
so last week Kelly, instead of doing 1, 2, 3, 4 with a strike, he was just doing
Just
psychotic lines.
Yeah, I was like, what are all these L's for?
I mean,
This week he did stars because
Did
it's
stars?
Christmas.
Oh.
So thank you, Kelly.
Top of the tree: Santa, angel, star.
Star, typically.
me.
Damn.
I'm at the top of that tree.
so an
Tree star,
angel.
Kelly. This is
So
an
an
angel. So an
angel.
angel. You got him. You know what?
I'm gonna go with the star.
Yeah.
I like the star.
My Christmas tree is a it's like a paper towel roll innard, except it's for a giant roll of canvas, so it's about as tall as me. And I poke holes in it, and I take sticks from trees in my yard and stick it in there. I'll put
Where is it right now?
it's downstairs in a tree stand.
Mine's in a box in my attic. I have a Christmas decoration I leave up year round. So it's just a dog with a Santa hat on. I turn it around in mid-November and go, decorated. we have our decoration here for the podcast we didn't bring up. It's Santa taking a bath. And
But it kind of looks like he's doing something what you would call naughty.
I mean,
I'll zoom in on it later in post. But
I mean, you don't think it's,
it's pretty good. I mean,
Also, that is a small bathtub for a big man.
for a big man like Santa, especially, how's Mrs. Claus going to fit in there with him? And what the hell does she do anyway?
I was about to say, that lazy bitch don't do shit. That's my Karen of the week, goddammit. Hit it.
I thought we weren't going to have any Karens of the week.
Karen of the
Yo,
week.
yo.
It's the Karen of the week.
Oh, Spider.
Gosh.
That Spider don't want that wine.
Oh, he's dead now. We just caught a spider. Mrs. Claus.
Mrs. Claus, Karen.
You're
of the
Karen of the
week.
week, Miss Claus. What
that-
does she do? What does she do,
What does
Kelly?
she do?
She takes care of big man.
She wakes him up on Christmas.
She's the rock.
Yeah. Why is he sleeping on Christmas? Shouldn't he be up all
no,
night?
that's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, she wakes him up the when he needs to go.
She's the one that gives the news, his updates.
yeah. She
Can
she
you
checks
imagine
his
the
Twitter.
Santa trackers kids get now? Because they could like use the internet to track him versus we were kids that are like on the news.
It was on the news at 6 o'clock. They'd be like, "He's flying over Michigan right now." Am I right?
Yeah.
Santa's dead. Well,
Hey.
we hope you have a
Go out on a high note here. Ernest can save Christmas for you and your loved ones. Thank you guys this year
this year
for
yeah.
celebrating with us. It's been a good year. A lot of ups, some downs, some rounds, a lot of Karens and Darrens.
And if I see you before New Year's and you say something, I don't know, like "See you next year,"
Leave Al alone. We love Al. We love you guys. Thank you for our Patreon subscribers.
yeah.
Hope you enjoyed this special Patreon early special. We'll be doing some catch up the early part of the year. Big things next year. I think we're going to do the hot tub.
I think we're gonna do the hot tub episode.
I hope so.
Because I think the weather's going to be right where we can actually sit in a hot tub here.
We're
in
trying to
Georgia.
find the temperature of like not too much steam because it's cold outside, but we can't be in there sweating more than Paxton already does.
Yeah. Ruining the microphones with all the.
That's going to be the biggest thing. We're going to have to buy some.
We might have to do the Bruce Buffer
I think we can just buy them from Walmart and take them back.
and take them back.
Yeah, take them back.
rip
That's what we
them.
do.
Let's scoundrel.
Screw you, Walmart.
Screw you, Walmart.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
We love you guys.
And we love
and
you guys.
To all, a good night.
And to all, a good year. See you next year.